the efforts of a woman by the name of Mary Hance. You may know her as Miss Cheap through her articles with Main Street Media of Tennessee or her spots on News Channel 5. Well, thanks to her efforts with the Penny Drive, she's raised more than $2 million. Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stephanie Miller. Coming up, we're going to head inside of those doors here at Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee to talk with Mary about why her Penny Drive may be more meaningful this year than ever and how you can get involved, whether it be as an individual or you can make it a team effort. We'll have that for you coming up. Later in the show, we talk trees. We are connecting with the local arborist to learn how we can best prep trees ahead of winter weather. But first, let's get a check of the headlines.
City of Goodlettsville invites all residents, community leaders, business owners, and tourism partners to attend the Public Listening and Learning Workshop to address a new community branding initiative, an effort to more clearly define and share what makes Goodlettsville a special place to live, work, and visit. The city is partnering with Chandler Thinks, a national firm that specializes in helping communities uncover and express their authentic story. The Public Listening and Learning Workshop is scheduled for Tuesday, November 18th from 6:30 to 8 at Goodlettsville City Hall. Communities, businesses, and restaurants are saluting our veterans this Veterans Day all over and in Maury County. The annual Veterans Day Parade is happening on Tuesday there. It will begin in the parking lot in the 400 block of West 7th Street and proceed down West 7th. Veterans Day restaurant deals can be found at Fozzie's Bar and Grill in Spring Hill, offering veterans 50% off a dine-in meal purchased with a beverage. Grecian Family Restaurant and Bakery in Spring Hill will donate 10% of all proceeds from Veterans Day to the Brigadier General Richard Wynn chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. This Lyles County veteran, Philip Walker, is thanking Habitat for Humanity and its initiative, an initiative aimed at making critical repairs on homes in rural communities. The HFH Williamson Murray Critical Repair Program makes affordable home repairs possible for people like Mr. Walker.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather update.
Boy, an absolutely frigid day here in southern Tennessee. That much is for sure. Winds out of the northwest not doing us any favors either. Starting out with that hard freeze, 20s are the story. Notice, though, as we head through the day, we just don't warm up that much. We're going to be in the upper 30s for our highs, and with those winds, it's going to feel like freezing or below. So a very, very frigid Monday on tap here. Clouds clearing through the day, though. Maybe a stray flurry you'll notice as well. Stray is the name of the game, though. No impacts expected. Very cold through tonight. Lower 20s, possibly even upper teens. Yeah, I could see one or two of those even happening. So 2 consecutive nights of a hard freeze. It is going to be frigid. But look at that. A mild pattern, absolutely mild for the long term here as we head past Veterans Day Tuesday, really into Wednesday. That's where we start to see those 60s returning and dry weather through at least the next 5 days.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Donations have been rolling in here to Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee to continue on with efforts through the holiday season starting December 1st. You have Miss Cheap's Penny Drive. And who do we have with us today? Of course, as mentioned at the top of the show, Mary Hance, Miss Cheap herself. First off, are you excited about the 17th year to continue to help all of the individuals that you do?
Well, you know, I had toyed with the idea of not doing it this year because nobody has change anymore. But when I saw the need and I saw that, Second Harvest is really struggling to feed these people, people. And with two things going on: one, there's less food, and two, there's more need, and more people are coming to Second Harvest and the food pantries that partner with Second Harvest, asking for food. And we have to feed people. This is not something that we take lightly.
And some of the people may be either our neighbor, somebody in our in our child's schools, maybe our co-worker, someone that we know.
Well, they say that 1 in 8 people in America is on the SNAP program, and so if they're not getting those vouchers, they've got to go somewhere for food.
What are some of the stories that you've heard over the past 17 seasons of doing the Penny Drive?
Well, I have loved it because I think people like to get involved and like to help, and it's an easy way to help, and it really is. Most people that I know that the ask from the charities and from non-profit groups is a big ask. With the Penny Drive, you can give, people sometimes bring in a handful of change and sometimes they bring in a big check. And either way it helps. And, I think they can make 4 meals out of $1 at Second Harvest, and that's a big bang for your buck. And so if it's a good project for kids, it's a good project for schools. I think it's one of those things that no matter what you do, you're helping.
The Penny Drive kicks off December 1st, runs the entire month, and people can do it either individually or have a little fun and maybe make it a competition, maybe?
Well, they could make it a competition, and we've had so many supporters. We've got Christ Church Cathedral, their children are doing it. McNeely, Piggott and Fox is MPNF. They do it. Bassberry and Sims is a big supporter. And every year, we get more companies, more people. I just think people like to help, and if you open the door for them, that they will do it.
We are the Tennessee volunteer state here in Tennessee, so we always have volunteers coming out, people always wanting to give that helping hand. Where do we go to get more information about the Penny Drive?
Well, you go to secondharvestmid10.org, and you can get information there about the Penny Drive, but you can also get information about how to volunteer here at Second Harvest, because they're looking for more volunteers, both here at their headquarters and at their food pantries around Middle Tennessee.
Mary, anything else that you'd like to share in reference to the Penny Drive or Second Harvest?
I'm telling people to dig deep. This is a good time to help people, and I don't think people realize the hunger crisis that we have. I think most people, when I told some of the schools that being food insecure meant you didn't know where your meal was coming from, your next meal was coming from, and I think school kids thought they didn't know it was coming from Pizza Hut or Chick-fil-A, but they don't know whether they're going to have another meal. So I think that's something for people to be aware of, and hopefully the Penny Drive raises awareness as well as money.
So again, let's make sure that our neighbors have food on their tables as we move through the weeks and the months. Mary, thank you so much for your time. This year's Penny Drive kicking off December 1st.
Thank you so much for having me.
Always a treat to have you. Stick with us. We're actually heading outdoors after this to talk with an arborist about what our trees here in Tennessee are facing and how you can make sure that you get ahead of pruning before the winter weather moves in.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all, hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
3-3.
Bee, oh, busy bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Now I'm ready, guys.
call 775-7833.
He shoots and he scores!
Welcome back. Friends, winter will be here before you know it, and if you live in a community with a lot of trees or you have a lot of trees surrounding your home, there are some things to keep in mind. To share with us what you need to consider this time of year, we have Aaron Allen with us. He has the tree service, Valor Tree Service. First off, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're a certified arborist.
That's correct, yes.
And you've been doing this, or it's been a part of your family for a few decades now, correct?
Yeah, that's right. My dad is also a certified arborist, and he's had a tree company in Arizona for the last 25 years.
That's incredible. What is it like to kind of continue on something that you were learning as a kid?
I've enjoyed it a lot, and it's you're kind of going back to something that makes you feel like home, because I'm from Arizona and I grew up working for him. But it's a lot of fun. He comes out here and goes on estimates with me on health consults, all kinds of things. So we enjoy it.
Oh, I love that. No doubt that he is proud. But before we get to kind of the pruning and what our everyone needs to know, we're going to talk about something that trees are facing here in Tennessee. We have trees that are dying here in our state.
Yeah. So there's an issue if you haven't seen it before with the ash trees specifically, and it's been throughout some of the other states before this, but they're subject to a bug that's called the emerald ash borer, and it bores, so it tunnels through, and this is actually an ash tree behind us, and in a little bit I'll show you some of the holes that show their exit as the bug exits. It's one of the few bugs that attacks a tree that's in good health, and so there's no way to actually keep them away, but you can use chemicals and prolong their life.
Okay.
Make it a little more resistant. There's 2 or 3 ways. One of them you actually inject into the tree, you dose it, like you would to a person, a medicine, and it will keep them away for 3 years. But again, there are states where there are no ash trees left, and so it's just a matter of they've gotten here now. And I will say last year I probably looked at two every month, and this since the year has come, I'm looking at 50 a month. So we're definitely going to see it progressively get worse over the next 5 years for sure.
How do we know if we have an ash tree on our property? How do we recognize?
So there's a couple ways. One way is, nowadays you can take some pictures with your phone, and they'll help you identify what kind of tree.
Okay.
That'll be a little more difficult without the leaves here soon, but they do have a bark that's kind of unique. One thing to look for is again those holes, but also that it looks like stippled in certain places, like it's not even, like it's caving in. And the way that you can see it is, it looks like a capital D that's on its side or upside down, like someone took a capital D and just went like this all through the tree. Some will be bigger than others. And so it actually becomes a danger, and the city of Brentwood this last year was taking them out preemptively. We were doing some of the work for them, and so if you want to know what to be careful about with trees, the biggest thing I always tell people is, if you have big trees that are taller than your house, that are around your house, then you need to do maintenance on them. Usually if it's done correctly, you can thin them out, so take some of the density out of it, because what happens is when the wind can't get through the branches, the roots for that tree are designed just for exactly how much it's grown.
Okay.
And so all of a sudden, it's the roots are used to that force through the wind if the wind can get through it, but then it gets too thick and it creates a wind sail effect, it's called. Okay. And it puts so much force on the tree that the roots literally can't handle the force, because it's creating this canopy it hasn't felt before, and it will uproot and just fall over. You want to prune like big oaks, maples, any big trees around your house. You want to prune them to thin them out. And obviously if there's stuff over your house and stuff like that, you don't want a ton of big branches over your house, which is something that a certified arborist and somebody that understands pruning can take care of.
If someone's interested in having their trees pruned and getting this done before the winter weather arrives, how much would that cost someone?
It depends on the size of the trees, really.
Okay.
And also the location.
Got it.
We do a lot of work that's a little more technical, where the branches are completely over houses, and to do that safely, it's called rigging. So you tie the branch you're going to cut, and then you put the rope higher in the tree, and it comes back down, and someone else is holding it, so when it gets cut, it doesn't fall, it hangs, and then you can guide it down off the roof, or from over a structure. And so we do a lot of work like that. Something like that would take more time. It will cost more, but if it's something in that it's not right up against your house or right over your pool or right over a gate, it's going to be cheaper for sure.
If someone out there has questions for you, how do they connect with you?
They can find me at my website. They can Google me as well. My name will take you there too. So it's Valor Tree Service. My contact is 910-703-9322.
Again, Aaron Allen, a certified arborist here in our Middle Tennessee area. Aaron Allen with Valor Tree Service. Thank you for your time today and sharing all of this information with us. Once again, your website once more.
It's Valor Tree Service.
We appreciate your time. You guys, we appreciate your time as well. Thanks for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street today. We'll see you back here on Monday.